Let me just say that I'm a product of Mantakari Nayam Renogi. You know, I lost my father when I was 12 years in my class 1 in secondary school, and I'm about the first out of 7 children. So, Mom Tarijbara, she was able to take care of my school fees until I got secondary school, and I couldn't go to the university straight. So I started doing some odd jobs. As small boys, you know. I started work from class 4 anyway, secondary school. Cake after secondary school, I was a bus conductor with Ifeanyi Chukwu Motors. I campus. I was a bus driver. Around 19, after 3 years, maybe around 1985, I moved to the north. Zaria. I was a laborer in a construction company, and mechere the University of Nigeria. So my mother gave me 1,200 naira. As go and Asho electronics. So I'm part of the experience. I did that one for 14 months. So I was a second-hand clothes dealer in Ekara, local government of Kaduna State. I'm a construction company. From second-hand clothes, shoes, from shoes in 1987 to 89, and shoe. In 1989, comes by Motors Purpose. Between 1989 to 1993, I moved to from Turu Adadankade along Josh Road, Bazai Mekan, Organos Regional Quarters, 393 Casina Road, Regional Quarters. From 19, I was there for about maybe 6 or 7 years. In fact, I'm a total of 14 years in the north. So 13 years later, I came back to Nsukka to study. With my little savings, 260,000 in 1994. Got 2 buses. Then I as a student, because I did a 2-year diploma social work, and then I did a 3-year degree social work. And by God's grace, I was the best student in my class, both in the diploma and then in the degree. It's on record. I remember the UN and I my lecturers were happy because they were surprised. I was supposed to make a first class, but the man who denied me my first class apologized that he didn't believe it until it took him the 3rd year. But by then it was already too late. However, that's one of the things that made me what I am today. I can have a product of Mebu. And I'm willing to be an Mebu, which can be Abanmuru. So that is why the man got on Mebu mad. I can have a product of Mebu. You know, and God just visited me. He decided to use me for a miracle. So because of my expertise or skill, but God just decided to use me to maybe demonstrate his powers, what he can do, that anybody can be anything. Because my belief that anybody can be anything. Because if I can be what I am today, then nothing can stop anybody from being anything. You know, any other person can excel. Just align yourself with God, and then he can decide to use it for a miracle. You know, and it has been blessed in all the way. You know, I have a good family. I have just a good family. Included to the glory of God. Yes. The humble. The honest. The integrity. You know, these are the things that we value in Nsukka. Ejige no in pata too much money. Marandan Nsukka, how go on our values. No in pata too much money, how go on our values. Ndị banyere na-adị humble. Onye Nsukka mere ego na-ekwusi ihe ma the street. Asị na no ha na ego onye bụ erichi erichi. Onye Nsukka must be humble, no matter how successful, no matter how rich, no matter how studied. Ego ga-akwụkwọ na iji egosi n'ichi Nsukka. You know, anyị ejigo ngara mara ndị banyere, ejigo ngokomoko mara ndị banyere. So these are some of the things that we value and we cherish. You know, then when you talk about Nsukka, Nsukka values and excellence, then to me, I'm thinking that it has to do with ihe alile ndị Nsukka na-asọ nsọ. Kedu ka o si enye aka ahụ na ndị Nsukka agbagotere, you know, to excel, you know, to be set apart differently from ndị gị na hand on the same area or the same industry. You know, what are you doing? Because excellence is a kind of form of superiority, a form of higher class in a certain strata, you know. So I see a true Nsukka as a true Nsukka is encapsulated in humility, integrity, and honesty, with fear of God and hard work. I believe in a believe in a you know, so all these things will, all these values epitomize excellence, you know, and that's what I consider the true excellence. True achievement, you know, true excelling to a certain height. And when you get there, or having observed these values, you sustain that position for a very long time. And then when I chagata, no, 4, 5, 10 years, nothing other. Bundu tibutre get tibute. Ndị tipụtara sụzọ tipụta ire m ọrụ hard work with fear of God. Chineke soro gị n'azụ ịgagide n'ihu na ịgagide, you know, the blessings of God na the complete ọ ga-ada half and half. Ọ bụghị ejikete n'ihu anyị azụ. You just be moving from one level to another level, from higher level to higher level. That is a sign that your success comes from God. You can't tipụta you may 1 year, 2 years before you take a flower. It's not ọ bụghị have the type of thing that an Nsukka man should be proud of, you know. So I am appealing to our younger ones. All the guys and then me hojo naka agani, but my brother, one of the short-lived. That one animated through hard work. Yeah, we can sustain, and that is the one you can transfer to your children and your children's children. So making wealth is easy. Anybody can make wealth, but everybody going to agana the way Onyeshi Akwan and the way we want to have it. You know, so I think I can stop here for now.
You know, when a Nsukka man try to be honest, when a Nsukka man try to showcase transparency, respect for values and tradition, some people try to bring out derogatory words, cast to relegate him to social stood, to show that.
And those values in the Nsukka, the legend, about values actually in the kingdom of God. Iwe ga bụ nke gị mmụọ Chineke achọga, mpako mmụọ Chineke achọga, ikwu okwu asị mmụọ Chineke achọga, you know, integrity nya bụ ihe Chukwu chọrọ ka ụmụ ya na-eme. So ihe ha ile bụ ọ bụ amaghị emeghị egwu Chineke. Ọ bụrụ na mere egwu Chukwu n'ikpochi mana ihe ha ile bụ nya bụ ihe. In fact, real men fear God. Onye ga anaghị atụ Chukwu egwu abụghị real man. All their gara bụ temporal. How they jeteka, you know, how they jeteka? How they jeteka? You can't sustain it, you know, because under Madam Market the role that God play in all his achievements. Anybody can make money. Even fools make money, but it takes genesis to keep them. People have discipline to keep them, and that discipline can only come from fear of God. You can't be disciplined. Because your money will be pushing you, leading the way. But if you have fear of God, you'll be leading the way and your money will be following you. So you drag the money to positive things. But if money is leading the way, the money will drag you to negative things.
Wow. This is a punchline.
Yeah.
This is a punchline. This is a punchline.
Ego ogologo ụzọ. Ego ogologo ụzọ anyị na-ejefe ụkwụ. Mboga ndị ga-eje bụ mba na-eje Atamadonga police station. Mba na-emebi ihe. Ya bụ mbele because ihe leocho bụ mba ya spend ya. And when the deal na spend ya anaga things that are calculated. No, we make money before uche ga-eru n'ime. So that's why people make money and lose the money. But if you are leading, if you know only who go you think before you take the money to move in there. So when you make calculated investment, of course you lose money from time to time as a human being, but most of the time you will come out positive. And but that one they further positive, never any growth. Because any money made and lost does not bring anything. It only brings pain. Also, come and I get them before. Open got dressing.
You have done you have already spent 1 hour 50 minutes. So within this 10 minutes, Papa, just like a punchline, give your general advice for Wanseka and what he should be proud of.
Well, for me, that's Wanseka. When I was growing up, like here when I say, set Sorain and Saka, Ndo to Chalia Sado. As the Chalasad in grade 1, as the Vasado in grade 1, as in a Chijoke Easy in grade 1, as no one came, you have any wound by Surinkai. No one can meet admission on a engineering. No one can medicine, no one can make pharmacy, no one can make law. We are in a wound by kind. Yeah, Obogon on your high, good moto. No one has a regular law. Mamma Gambona. Onye no le akwụkwọ eje akwụkwọ asị na arụ ụlọ asị na agba moto ma ya amaghị ọ na I'm not saying that people make it try a lock ego, but that's not the kind of money I'm preaching for. I am preaching for there egere akwụkwọ were oge akwụkwọ nye akwụkwọ gikwe akwụkwọ fụta na ọrụ card because na agba ka anaghị agba ka amicha agbosa amicha ka maka njikọ egba ya na every eka ga nọkọ ihe na ego mme. So I am preaching that our young men should exercise patience. Gama akwụkwọ more ekor amaka maka na ekwadege bụ onye na-egisa egwu imetego ọrụ bụ n'oge ekor ime ekor na ọrụ ya dara ọzọ bụ na our young people bụ uche anyị akwụghị n'ego ile mere time. Let us focus na imor. Let's focus na ego jabia. When that time comes, the money will also come. Also, I like family. I like family. Ndabanya nga amagebe na eko ene nwanya. Asna ana mas na nwanya agbali na ti agbali. Obugo me na London saka. So anyị burkina hu nwanya na enya. I want our young men and their wives give me kidney both make time for their children. In azom the family being produce here who anyị je ebo. They will be great men in future. Family. And once say that family training from at that tender age. So can you get copy and dozo? Makani who I name and make a copy and dozo and can do hakaganoi. Mba mbuna na sine ichiko ikota boy engineer ska kota boy. So all because nene scan na tuchukwu because nene scan equation kunya bana akpana boy. Mengbe na akpana boy na ndo akporo boy igbakpo boy na igabo oga. Ichi na yerike trade fair in Lagos now. And Kwannewi main market Onyeshi. Then the boy capture more go capture great importance. So these people position themselves, and that is why today they have taken over. So I'm still preaching positioning to take over for the soccer man, and the only way to do it, he remain now bada boy na agba. Maka onye gba ball no rush range. E gbasara boy na broga. So boy why na agba I am push that boy. Unu zagara masika gbara boy ho nya be yemu nu ga nu wike im occupy those big places when the time comes, because the time must come. onye who bog ja retire menye who ma boy ja bujiko bog so onye we jiko ma boy ho nye we jiko bog so ndo nsika kwute bole ma boy man nsika I continue bog manye high boy those places those positions I may occupy today in the next 30 years our people will hand them over to ndo zo kwete jegba boy. So I am advocating nsika continue bare boy ho continue bole man nsika ho so that we can take over completely and achieve greatness so that God can bring more